All right, thanks for staying with us. The EFCC's bid for a final forfeiture of $2.05 million on landed properties linked to former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, was hampered at the Federal High Court, Lagos, on Thursday. The anti-graft agency believes the properties amount to proceeds of crime. Emefiele has more.
In August, the Federal High Court ordered an interim forfeiture of $2.045 million, as well as some choice properties located across Lagos and Delta states of a company which were all linked to Godwin Emefiele. This followed an ex parte application brought by the EFCC upon the belief that they were tainted with crime. The judge ordered the EFCC to publish the forfeiture notice in a national newspaper within 14 days for any interested party to tell the court while the money and properties shouldn't be finally forfeited to the government. Two interested parties, one of whom is Mr. Emefiele, then filed court processes on the matter. Thursday's sitting was for the hearing of all applications. Mr. Emefiele's lawyers urged the court to hear his motion first and pronounce a ruling on it before the other applications. The former CBN chief, through his lawyers, led by Olalekan Ojo SAN, is seeking a stay of proceedings of this case until the final determination of a corruption charge brought against him by the EFCC at the Lagos State High Court. But the EFCC's lead counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo SAN, argues that the criminal trial cannot hinder this forfeiture proceedings. The anti-graft agency also urged the court to order the final forfeiture of the $2.045 million, since none of the interested parties laid claim to it. But Mr. Ojo SAN says such a request couldn't be made piecemeal, but along with the other properties. Justice Dikbeolu, in his response, said the motion for final forfeiture isn't ripe for hearing, since the other pending applications were yet to be heard.
The property was surreptitiously sold from the back by the a left-hand company of the former CBN governor. So, aligning with EFCC will make us to realize our option of face refusal because we want to buy the property.
The EFCC instituted this case as a matter of urgency during the annual vacation of the Federal High Court, which now ends on Friday this week. Justice Dainde Dikbeolu, the vacation judge, ordered that in view of the contentious nature of Thursday's hearing and due to time constraints, that the case file be returned to the admin judge for further directions and adjourned to October the 4th. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.
A renowned cleric, Sam Olualo, has urged the governors, senators, members of House of Representatives, House of Assemblies, traditional rulers and religious leaders in Southwest region to rally around President Bola Tinubu for Nigeria to overcome her current challenges. He said all stakeholders in Southwest should support him to succeed as Nigeria's president and avert crisis, particularly during this era of economic challenges experienced by Nigerians. He advised traditional rulers and Christian Association of Nigeria, led by Pastor Enoch Adeboye of Redeemed Church, to take a delegation to meet Tinubu in Aso Rock. The cleric took a swipe on the leadership of NNPCL, saying for President Tinubu to succeed and Nigerians to be happy with him, there is a need to reject the NNPCL or scrap it. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday met with His Majesty King Charles III at Buckingham Palace for a private meeting highlighting the enduring and cherished relationship between Nigeria and the United Kingdom. This will be the two leaders' first meeting since they met in Dubai at the COP28 Climate Change Summit last year. The latest meeting was at the King's request. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in a statement said both leaders discussed global and regional matters of shared priority, focusing on the urgent and complex challenge of climate change. President Tinubu and His Majesty also explored opportunities for collaboration in anticipation of the upcoming COP29 summit in Azerbaijan and the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Samoa. The statement added that the two leaders shared ideas for innovative approaches to climate financing and funding, expressing mutual interest in strengthening partnerships by harnessing Nigeria's leadership position in Africa and the Commonwealth. The Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy, Hannatu Musawa, has announced plans to close legal gaps that allow foreign platforms profit from Nigerian content while leaving local creators undercompensated. Coupled with the upcoming intellectual property policy, the ministry is working on several policies that will boost Nigeria's creative economy and support talent across Nigeria. During a courtesy call on the General Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of TVC Communications, the minister talked about the need to build state-of-the-art infrastructure that can host concerts and entertainment events in cities across the country to boost revenue and growth in the industry.
There are 49 subsectors in the creative industry alone. This is not even part of the cultural industry. And each one of these 49 subsectors, you talk about music, you talk about film, you're talking about fashion, art, you're talking about cosmetics, architecture. We have created initiatives for each and every single one of them that will allow that subsector to thrive within its own, now that we've put up a framework. And there are 14 key initiatives that fall into those 8-point agendas, which we've started work on a number of them. We've been able to activate a number of them. And I think from now, the industry will really get a boost and get a platform where they talk about turning it into the new oil. I think it's more than the new oil, because every single Nigerian has the ability to create content. So now they will have an enabling environment provided by government.
The Federal Housing Authority and the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency have agreed to synergize and collaborate to provide a conducive environment for Nigerians to live. This was revealed when the Managing Director and Chief Executive of FHA, Oyetunde Ojo, led a team of his management on a courtesy visit to FERMA. We have more in this report, and then we'll return with business news. Stay with us.
To make its plans of delivering a conducive environment for Nigerians, the Federal Housing Authority is seeking interagency collaboration. The MD-CEO of Federal Housing Authority is leading his management team on this visit to FERMA because of the critical role they play in the maintenance of federal roads. Mr. Ojo noted FERMA's interventions in repairing roads in the authority's estates at Sharada, Kano State, Gwarimpa, and Lugbe estates in Abuja. He said the roles both agencies play in housing development and road infrastructure maintenance are mutually inclusive in providing livable environments to Nigerians. The FHA MD-CEO was also full of gratitude to state governors who gave the Federal Housing Authority lands free of charge and also paid the necessary compensation. He also said the FHA would assist the staff of FERMA in the housing ownership by extending the services of FHA Mortgage Bank to FERMA workers.
Sometimes it's better for every department and agency to face their work. If we want to go into road, we can't meet up with you. It's better we just face our building while we come and appeal to you to please help us on our major roads.
While responding, the Managing Director of FERMA stated that housing provision by FHA and road maintenance by FERMA automatically presupposes that both agencies must have a strong collaboration. FERMA's chief executive also decried the poor conditions of road in FHA estate, especially in Festac Town, and immediately suggested a team be formed.
Now that the 2025 budget year is around the corner, it's huge opportunities to see how we can, because these are federal roads. These are federal roads, so it's within our mandate to maintain those roads. So we can cost them, quantify them, then look at having them in the 2025 budget.
As the meeting ended, both FHA and FERMA believe both agencies can exploit the maximal benefits of this relationship and improve the lives of more Nigerians who seek